There is a warmth.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The left fielder.
First pitch on its way.
Benintendi.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
7 o'clock.
Popped him up. Garver has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, one thing's for sure. They love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. This guy hit over 340 last year. An incredible season. I watched him one day take a ball to left field, then he took one to right field, then he took one back up the middle. He puts together so many hits and has such a great swing that there's no wonder he hits over 340.
And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. To short. Polanco is right there, and there are two away now.
Batting third.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. And he gets ahead with the curveball, strike one. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Daryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Daryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first two innings where he's going to be.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this will be fouled away. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike three in the inning. In now, Jorge Polanco. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Twins.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Jorge.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Hot shot to third and handled for the first down. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
C.J. Cron comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Bradley is there, two gone.
Batting third. The left fielder.
So digging in now, Eddie Rosario. No one aboard for him, and two gone here in the first. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Batting fourth.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Rosario leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Here's J.D. Martinez. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's 4 for 11.
J.D. Martinez.
Popped him up. Garver over to his left. And that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Jonathan Schoop, another one of the versatile new regime ball players. Ability to play second base, turn to double play at 6'2", 200+ pounds, and move over to third base with a rocket arm.
No balls and 1 strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
That was swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. Gonzalez will put this one away. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Here's Bogaerts, the young shortstop. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays, and looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Sail into the windup. First pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
The next 0-2. And another foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Popped up, and Moreland will put this one away, and that ends the inning. Here's Brock Holt now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty. And in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter, Jackie Bradley Jr. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are two away. At the plate, Christian Vasquez. Two away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up. He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's popped up out towards short right field. Clone is there, and the side is retired. Make it 9. At the plate, Mitch Garver. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's hitless in 6 tries.
The catcher, Mitch.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Line drive to center field. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first down.
The center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Line to the right side, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Number 11.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that will bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Cold strike 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the digging in to try it again. Andrew Benintendi back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-2 the count to Benintendi. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The 1-2. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. So the base is empty here with one away. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. First pitch of the at-bat. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Backhanded. And there's out number 2. There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Stepping up to the plate, C.J. Cron comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Cron, a California-born ball player. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Line towards center field. Bradley is right there, one down. Standing in, Eddie Rosario. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Behind 0-2 now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball called for strike 2.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Popped him up. But this will land untouched. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if they'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
Into the box now, Max Kepler, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 0-1. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the run will score as the Twins grab the early 1-0 lead. The relay throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Schoop. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And it's 0-2 to Schoop.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Sale sets. 0-2 on its way. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Gone all the way into the upper deck. It's a 2-run homer for Jonathan Schoop as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Standing in now, Marwin Gonzalez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, if you were in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We're through 4. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Twins. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, 1 away. Settling in now, Xander Bogaerts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, listen, D-Roll, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Bogaerts, base runner at first with 1 out. And he won't offer at that. Too high, 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Digging in now, Brock Holt. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. The 0-2 pitch. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. Rosario sprinting after it, and no one will track it down. And it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Another one sent foul. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Buxton has a read on it. And that ends the inning. 1 left. Stepping in, Byron Buxton. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit, or if he's able to put this behind him.
Shortstop, Jorge.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Bradley is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Ready once
The
again,
first baseman,
C.J. Cron. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Sale gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Drilled down the line. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the... Here's Jackie Bradley now. He'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Striding into the box, Christian Vasquez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. No balls and 1 strike. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. In there, no balls and a strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
Fouled away. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here in the side. Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario. He's set to lead it off in the Minnesota end of the 6th.
Eddie.
Line, but speared on a hop. And that's out number 1.
The batter.
Striding forward now is the DH. Nelson Cruz, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Line to the right side, but foul. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Those are the pitches in the game that you don't get back as an offensive player. I know it's easy sitting up here in the booth.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on Show Track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that. First pitch of the at-bat. On the line, that's a base hit. The throw into second, but now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Jonathan Schoop will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Kepler is on his way home. Safe at the plate. And they lead now by 4.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home
Now
run
batting.
earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run at the end of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI double is always painful, but even more so when there are 2 outs in the inning. A run had already crossed the plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another run on the board.
So this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in. Here's Mookie Betts. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. In there, a base hit. Now batting, Mitch Moreland. He went down on strikes last time up.
Mitch Moreland.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Buxton has a play. 1 out. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. 0-1 pitch on its way. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. So striding forward now, Xander Bogaerts. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And a ball 1-0. Hit to short. Scooped up. He'll go to Scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. Striding in, Byron Buxton. No hits to this point.
For the Twins, the center fielder, Byron.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on by Broxton, and this is sent to deep left field. Well, that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
1 pitch, 1 swing of the bat. And they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
Little chopper back to the mound. And there's 1 away.
Now batting.
1 gone now in the Minnesota 7th. And that'll bring up the big first baseman, C.J. Cron. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. But right at the shortstop for the second out.
The left fielder.
Stepping in, Eddie Rosario. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. Hit hard down the left field line. But this will be foul. From the belt, the pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Ranging back is Bradley to the track, to the wall. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Now batting.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And digging in is the veteran DH, Nelson Cruz. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line. Just how they draw it up.
Brian Johnson comes on the pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. Into the box, Marwin Gonzalez. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Rafael Devers, the next to bat. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Cone is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
The second baseman.
Digging in, Brock Holt. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 1 out, nobody on. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Now another 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Coming to the plate now Jackie Bradley Jr. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch. And into the box, Mitch Garver. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And the Twins have something brewing right away. It's a leadoff double.
But man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Garver stands at third with one gone in the inning. Now a curveball left up in the zone as this is hit pretty well out to deep center field. And it's gone. Tyler Thornburg enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Here's C.J. Cron now.
Tyler Thornburg.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game.
It's a nice job by the batter right there, able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
now, Eddie Rosario. Popped straight up.
Coming in is Benintendi.
But this will land untouched. Comes set with the 0-1. Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Runners on first with one down. Grounded to first. Moreland's there to second for one, and good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-2. Digging in once again, Christian Vasquez starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now back.
Stepping up now, Andrew Benintendi. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty, one man out. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready for another shot now. Mookie Betts. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Swing and a miss for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing them a fourth.
And now a crowd right around 25,000 strong comes to their feet. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. The Minnesota Twins get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Jose Barrios takes home the win. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 24 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
We are under the bright light. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The left fielder.
And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
First pitch. 7 o'clock.
0-2 the count to Benintendi. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He won the Hank Aaron Award in the American League. That is the best offensive player, and boy, did he put together a season. Power and average, he showed us everything last year.
And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's 3 for 9. He also has 1 home run. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes. Stepping into the box, Jorge Polanco. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Twins.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Yanked on the ground down the line. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. The next twin up, Eddie Rosario. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He carries a .421 batting average. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Rosario, a native of Puerto Rico. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out in the middle round, you have to grind for everything.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires. Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
J.D. Martinez.
Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Daryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Daryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So coming to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. First pitch on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. into the corner and slicing foul. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. One and two to the Boston shortstop.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Buxton waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Rafael Devers the next to bat. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's just 1 for 6. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Behind 0-2 now. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nelson Cruz. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The designated hitter, Nelson.
And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike, 0-1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit high and deep out to left field. Gone! Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Belted high and deep into right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third, and he'll get in there safely.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Lifetime against Chris Sale. Comes in with 6 hits in 22 tries. He's taken him deep once, and it's 0-2 to Schoop.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Hit hard on the ground to short, and that's through into left, a base hit, and that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Batting seventh, the third baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on super utility man Brock Holt. Have glove will travel. He packs them all. This guy, and he plays them all above adequately. From third base, second, both outfield spots, and creates havoc on the base pass. This guy is a manager's dream.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Schoop, a runner at second with 1 away. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And that's a home run into the top tank. Here's Byron Buxton now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Dero, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A bouncer to the left side. Devers gloves it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 11.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Here's Brock Holt now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Another 0-2 home. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Just hung in there on that one. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Here's Jackie Bradley now. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. The pitcher's owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Into the box now, Christian Vasquez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame. Now to the plate, C.J. Cron, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Here comes another 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. Throws in time, and that's out number one. Digging in for his second at-bat, Eddie Rosario. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count. Hit out towards second. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Nelson Cruz. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one. Bases are empty here with two men out. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, Andrew Benintendi. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Kepler's there for it. He's got it one away. Here's Mookie Betts looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
So two gone now here in the Red Sox fourth. And that'll bring up a former Gold Glover, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got two quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
And another foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here. And the side is up next for Minnesota. Max Kepler set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings. So it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Betts, and it's gone as they add still another. Here's Jonathan Schoop now. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Sometimes it's all about the stuff you have on a particular day. You take a look inside the numbers. 100% of his first pitches to batters have been for strikes, but the quality hasn't been there. He's going to have to make some changes to turn this one around.
The 0-2 home. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And into bat next, the utility man extraordinaire Marwin Gonzalez. In there at the knees, strike one. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Ready with another 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Holt moving to his right. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Now batting.
Ready to take his hacks again, Mitch Garver, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Twins. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready with the 0-2. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Here's another 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Cron takes it in, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter.
So striding in, Xander Bogaerts. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
Pops this one up. Cron is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting. The third baseman.
Digging in, Rafael Devers. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late, or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Ready now, Byron Buxton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jam, off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. There goes Buxton. In there, now the throw. Not in time as he steals second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Bradley patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. So a runner on second with 1 down now, and that'll bring up the big first baseman C.J. Cron. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch, drilled to the left side, and that's through into left, a base hit. On to the third baseman, but it's off the mark. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
In now, Eddie Rosario. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Waiting on it is Benintendi. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And a 6th run will come across on the sac fly. It's now 6-zip.
Now batting.
Here's Nelson
The
Cruz
designated
now.
hitter, Nelson Cruz.
He's set. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall
Now
right there,
batting.
but the outfielder does
The right
a really
fielder.
good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also a nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's 8-0.
Boy, this guy's having a
Now
great
back,
game
second
here so
baseman.
far, D-Row.
Got
Home
up
run
there.
earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Striding in once again, Brock Holt. He's
Leading
0
off
for
for the Red
1
Sox.
thus far.
This
The
one
second
doesn't look good so
Brock.
far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Now at the plate, Jackie
center
Bradley
fielder.
Jr. comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there, strike 1.
0-1.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch that misses, 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Fouled away. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Lifted in the air out to right. Kepler is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Up next for the
Now
Red
in the
Sox,
box, Christian
the
Vasquez. He was a
Christian
strikeout victim in his first try. Popped up. Gonzalez calls for it. And that's the third out. Bottom of the sixth inning on its way. But first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get them going.
Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. And there's one down now.
Up next for the
So
Twins,
stepping in,
the
Byron
center
Buxton.
fielder,
He's 1 for 2
Byron.
in the ball game.
Buxton.
He's set and the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this is foul for the first strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
And he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter, number 11.
So the lineup flips over
Shortstop,
and digging in.
Jorge
Jorge Polanco. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted in the air out to left.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
And that ends the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Andrew Benintendi. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Into the box now, Mookie Betts. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. This one's down to third. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. At the plate, Mitch Moreland. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
1-2.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Mitch Moreland is retired on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Benintendi on second. Betts at first. 1 gone. Fouled off. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Number 2. Shortstop.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Polanco into shallow left. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Here's C.J. Cron now. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
The first baseman, C.J.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. There to look it in his Betts, and that's out number 1.
The left fielder, number 20.
Ready for another chance? Eddie Rosario. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now back.
Digging in and looking for more. Nelson Cruz. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Into the box, Max Kepler, as it's on the ground toward the hole. Skips through, and he really has their number now. 4 for 4 in this one.
Well, with that base hit right there, D-Row, he's 1 double. He's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. He gets 1 more AB. All he needs is a double.
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you. If I'm hitting right here and I have a chance for a triple.
Big swing by Schoop now, and a ball traveling well to left field. And he will get there to make. Digging in, Rafael Devers. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Brock Holt. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Stepping in now, Jackie Bradley Jr. as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
And it's fouled away. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. A hit in 2 tries so far. First offering on its way. Swing and a liner. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. Now at the plate, Mitch Garver. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Standing in now, Byron Buxton. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Betts is there, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Jorge Polanco. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Gonzalez at second. Garver is over at first with 1 away. this is line to left. But this will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. Standing in, C.J. Cron. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Line toward right center, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Andrew Benintendi. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
High in the air out to center field. Buxton will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Striding in for Boston, Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this one is gone. A home run.
Now batting, the first
into the box now, Mitch Moreland. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
J.D. Martinez.
Now here it comes. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. Rosario is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. 8-2 tonight's final. Minnesota took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jose Barrios earns the victory on the mound. Chris Sale permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.